Hello, great people. NDLEA, the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, arrests Lagos socialite Alhaja Aishat Ajoke Elediye and also Nollywood filmmaker Emeka Mbadiwe. And you will recall that just about a week ago, a Lagos businessman was also arrested. So recently, we've been seeing this series of arrests from the high and mighty in the society. Let us look at some of the things that should be of concern to you and I, and what we can learn from these arrests, the life lessons that lies therein, and also the effort being made by Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this drug issue, despite the fact that he himself carries a drug-related scandal, and it is under a president that carries a drug-related scandal that we are seeing all these major outbursts. So, should we say kudos to the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because if he doesn't want this kind of thing to happen, of course, it wouldn't happen. So, as much as Bola Ahmed Tinubu can have his own drug baggage that allegedly happened in the US several years ago, tens of years ago, the truth is that the performance of NDLEA recently, we need to give them their kudos. And because he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we can't exclude him, because if NDLEA had failed, definitely we will also blame him. So let us acknowledge people when right things are occurring. That won't take anything away from you and I. Now let's dive into some other issues. Now, this socialite that was arrested, this woman, do you know who they call socialite in Lagos? The people they call socialite in Lagos are the talk of the town people. They are the people that without them, your party is not made. They are the people that anywhere they enter, you feel the effect. These people are the people that, have money. The money is reflecting in them, and they spend the money not mainly for philanthropy causes. What they spend it mainly for is for show off. But you will see that people that and you are doing the same business with, or you can kind of like track their businesses, you will see that these people are just spending money as if they pluck money from trees. And because they have enough money and there's a monumental poverty in the society, you will see that before you know it, they begin to gain popularity. And because when you have money, Nigerians know how to worship you. Nigeria will literally turn you into a mini god. Before you know it, the popularity will start coming. Others will start coming to give you chieftaincy title, and different kind of people will be coming to you. The church will bring their envelope that they want to do anniversary. The mosques will bring their envelope that come and do donation, and the society will not even be interested in how you get your money. Nigeria is such a very strange country, in the sense that if you are the poorest of the poor yesterday, and all of a sudden, without any accountability, you just become rich, people will not take time to inquire the source of your wealth. They will even if you don't give them, they'll be the one to come and queue at your gate. And that itself, it is something of concern. But what I can say is, personally, to people, is don't look down on yourself. You see, if you are to balance your want or your need with what you have or what you've had, you'll be seeing yourself sometimes as a failure, sincerely, because you have a lot of goals, you have a lot of desire, and 2024 came and just went like that, and perhaps you didn't achieve much of your goal. Perhaps you have a lot on your mind, and you begin to see yourself as the only stagnant person in the world, that your life is not even making a meaning. Then when you go to social media, you see a lot of things, where people are spending money lavishly, when people are spraying bundles to politicians who usually make this socialite popular anyway, and when they are popular, they eventually land in trouble. Now, when you see all these things on social media, you get moved. But what I can say is that don't look down on yourself. The truth is that you need to look at it that if you work hard for your money, you cannot, there's a way you will spend money when it is a result of your hard work, if you truly work hard for that money. So when you see some people spraying money anyhow, when you see some people lavishing money anyhow, when you see people spending money like water, then before you think that you want to be like them, or before you wish for their kind of lifestyle. The thing is, can you do what they are doing? And if you can do what they are doing, are you ready for the consequence at the end of the day? So don't look down on yourself, and of course, don't envy others. No, people's pathway to success is quite different. So when you see all these people spending money and all that, don't ever kind of like envy them or pray to be like them. Rather, face your hard work and pray for God to bless you. You see, the effect of this drug issue in our society can be underestimated. You see, I see people that are into drugs as people that are already spending people's destiny, in the sense that if you look at Nigerian youth today, if you look at, the youth that we have in Nigeria, drug has become very prevalent. When I was young, when I was just a boy, then the only drug that we hear of those days is weed. That if you are smoking weed, your life don't spoil patapata. In fact, you are the, to use street parlance, you are the baddest boy. Then that if you should taste weed, or if they should see you with weed. But now we have different kind of, all these things all over the place. There will be that. It's so crazy, it's so alarming. And these youth are now turning into nonsense. Maybe you've seen videos on social media whereby some of them, when they are high, some of them will fall inside the gutter, some of them will fall inside drainage, some of them will be rolling on the floor, some of them will be acting like a mad person. And these things is becoming very alarming. So the thing is that you are making money from the madness of the youth, and they said youth are the leaders of tomorrow. So when you see Nigerian youth that is high on drugs, that tells you the future of Nigeria. And if the present Nigeria that we have now is filled with all these ineffectual leaders, successive leaders that have ruined the country and turned the country upside down to what we have today, you may want to ask yourself that if the present leaders, which are the old guys, have not done well, the Obasanjo, the Atiku, the Goodluck Jonathan, name them, the Abacha, name any one of them. If you look at it, and this is how Nigeria is, you now want to imagine that, okay, when the next generations are coming into power, what will now happen? If these people that are high on drugs do not have opportunity to clinch power, whoever clinch power will spend most of his time to be rehabilitating them and to be tackling the consequence of their drug addiction, which would have led to armed robbery, kidnapping, and other social vices in the society. So at the end of the day, these are the people that would have caused problem for Nigeria. So again, regardless of the baggage of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is drug baggage, kudos to him in the true sense of it, because NDLEA has been, has upped his game recently. There has been a lot of series of arrests. So whether you like it or not, you must give kudos to the NDLEA because they seem to be effective. But what I can say is that the president himself needs to do more, because this is just about 1% out of the 100. There are a lot of people that are into not only drugs but other shady deals, that they are profiting on the negativity that is thriving in the society. There is also a lot of corruption in government circles. If he looks around him, corruption is all over the place. He needs to purge his government of corruption, and also the agencies that are under his watch as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he also needs to lead by example, so that, you see, when you lead by example, you can easily tell people around, you can easily tell your governors. For instance, if you don't spend money to buy jet, if you don't spend money to buy Escalade, if you are not spending money lavishly, it's easy for you to call the governors in your, of APC to order in state across the federation that, you see me trying to bring succor for the people. Am I spending lavishly? So why are you spending lavishly? I heard you just buy a house in New York. How dare you go and buy a house when you've not paid salary? You will have the mouth to speak. But when you yourself, you are Mr. Lavish, then there will be problem. So kudos to the president on this drug issue, and we want to record more success, because the fear of drug prevalence among Nigerian youth is so bad, is so crazy, to the extent that if these days, if you are not usually high on any kind of substance, you are not a surgy person. You don't know what's up. You are not seen as a normal human being. And that's why you see that this thing is very prevalent. And this is leading to insecurity. This is leading to poverty. This is leading to a lot of social vices that needs to be tackled. So it's just like when you tackle this drug issue, you would have reduced stealing, you would have reduced robbery, it would have effect on kidnapping, banditry, and that's why the president needs to go all out. Like I usually say, it is a fait accompli already. Whether Nigeria likes it or not, this man is what we are stuck with till 2027, except God kills him. And the truth is that if you look at it, God does not operate based on the wish of man. So in that kind of instance, if you are stuck with a Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all what you can do is to fire him to be effective and to pray for him that whatever his shortcomings are, God should help him in such a way that whenever he wants to take decision about Nigeria, his brain should be taking the right decision. If he wants to take decision about his wife, that's none of my business. If he wants to take decision about his children, that's none of my business. But when he wants to take decision about Nigeria, oh Lord, guide him right. That should be the prayer of you and I, because maybe the decision that they have not been taking right, you know, like I said in my earlier video of today, maybe that's why Nigeria is how it is today. But regardless of anything, kudos to the NDLEA, kudos to the head of NDLEA, Buba Marwa, for this giant strides, and we hope that these people will be arraigned in court and they will be given the maximum sentence possible. In fact, if you look at the implication of drugs in our society, these people should have, you know, life imprisonment, because they have ruined people's life, and while ruining people's life, they cannot be left free to enjoy their lives or be given a slap on the wrist. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politing with Dr. Aishat Elediye. Dr. Elediye is a political scientist with a PhD in political science, and this is where we relax to dissect politics and happenings in the polity. Do want to subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos, and of course, I have great, interesting videos coming your way. Till I see you again, always remember that I love you all sincerely.